As a final presentation, I would like to go ahead and evaluate the speech evaluation that I had. I was at 70%, got a proficient score. That means that someone that likes to prepare, someone that preps, someone that practices for an actual speech, which I can actually say that is me. I'm one of those individuals that actually like to prepare, like to practice. Practice makes perfect. So that's the particular reason why I tend to just go ahead and practice when I'm going to actually do the speech. And I also like to be mindful of people's reactions of the audience. I'm very culture oriented. Think about being diverse, in regards to not making any biased comments or phrases that could offend someone that would actually tune you out, make you not want to listen to them anymore. Also, when you talk about the goals, when I wrote the end of my presentation, I talked about my 10-year goals. I actually want to become my own boss, and I want to own a childcare facility or a childcare home facility. I want to make it as like a home. Like they come in, it's in a house setting, they take off their shoes, they take off their coat to get comfortable. However, I do believe that the public speaking class has definitely encouraged me to want to speak out to possibly employees that I may have, or maybe even students that I may have, to know how to go about what particular speech that I have learned. So that will help me in the future for sure, this public speaking class. In regards to comparing some of the speeches, the very beginning, the very first speech I've done was Who Am I? Speech. The Who Am I speech, comparable to this particular speech, the one I just did, the persuasive speech, I would say I have grown in many ways. One being able to give the resources that came along with this particular information. Like wherever I got my information from, I'm able to resource and reference that in my speech. Also, being able to focus on my audience, making a connection with my audience, looking out into the audience. Of course, if, as I mentioned, being that this is virtual, it's a little different than, of course, how it would be if we were standing up in front of an audience, of course. So it does make it a little bit different. However, it does prepare you on how to go about the speech, on pretty much of what to actually say. So that is important as well. Now, on top of that, I would have to share in regards to things I did pretty well in this particular public speaking class. I have many different conversations in a day. There was a time where I worked in customer service for 7 years, actually. Not too long ago, I just stopped, where I would speak to people from all over and have many different conversations. So I have many topics to discuss. So when it comes to any topic, I do have a lot of information to share, basically off of my opinion or whatever I may find. And then on top of that, I can relate to people. Once again, thinking about diversity, thinking about individuals, putting myself in people's shoes, being mindful of what I'm saying, that plays a different and a major part of public speaking. Now, things that I've done not so well, as I mentioned, was pretty much not referencing some of the resources or how to reference the resources. I can't say I still have it down 100%, but I can say that from the Who Am I Really speech to this particular last speech, I've done better. And overall, the class has definitely been beneficial to me, just to build confidence in yourself. When you actually watch yourself in the video, or you get the feedback from your classmates, it does make a big difference in trying to be better. So I can say that I have grown from the very beginning, and I thank you for allowing me to be in the class. Really enjoyed myself. Thank you.